So, any of you have any of these paint swatches laying around left over from when you're choosing colors? So I'm thinking, what better way to think green than on St. Patty's Day? And if you happen to have a green one around, or any other color of one of these paint swatches, I'm going to show you how you can turn it into a card. In this case, a St. Patty's Day card. This one was kind of cool because it has these three holes that just look like perfect little frames to me. So what I did was I actually trimmed the printing off of one side, and then I trimmed this down to create this St. Patty's Day card. So I started with don't look at the side, but I started with half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. This was green. I rounded my corners with my little EK corner rounder. And then, let's see. So then I was trying to figure out, okay, so what am I going to put in the three windows? So I used my Child's Year Cricut cartridge. And there are some St. Patrick's Day images on page 31. So I cut out a 1-inch one of the boy, and then I used the flip key so that I would have them facing each other. So I used the flip key and used the shift key on page 31 for the girl. And then to go in the center, I chose the shamrock. But you could have chosen the hat or anything else for the inside. And I did use the shadow feature on the boy and the girl, and then for the shamrock I just cut it, I think I cut it like 1.25 instead of 1 inch, so to make it just a little bit larger for the shamrock, since there was no shadow feature for that. So then I took just a plain old sheet of 8.5 by 11 printer paper, and I cut it down to the size of the card, the same size, half a sheet. And then I used my Martha Stewart edger. This one is kind of like a doily, lacy edge, and I can't remember what the name of it is, but it looks like that. And so I used that to trim up the white paper so that we could still see this green edge. And actually, before I did that, I ran it through. You can see I'm hoping you can see the dots here. I used my Cuttlebug Swiss Dots folder, and I just ran through a portion of it. I didn't want the whole thing to have that, and I actually, on this one, kind of went over a little bit, so the next time I did that, I would make sure that the back part of this overlay is plain here, and that my Swiss dots are just on this top section. So anyway, I just glued this on over the regular card, and then I added my trimmed paint swatch, and then I used the I think I used it's like a dimensional or probably pop dots I think I used to put on these. So after I glued the image, the top image, onto the shadow, and then I used to give them that 3D effect and to pop out of the window, I used the pop dots. And when I was all finished, I used some stickles just to bling up the top. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up on the video. And then I used the Celebrate Today. That is in the Pink Stampers new line of stamps, clear stamps. And then I added just a ribbon around, tied a square knot. And then on the inside, I just had a leftover piece of matting. It was like a half a sheet that I had from a mat stack. And I had this little shamrock left over from my cutting when I was trying to judge sizes, so I just kind of added that to the top of there. So anyway, I think that's all I did on this card. and just a suggestion and maybe an idea on how you can think green and reuse some of your paint swatches. Thanks and have a great day.